2 goals in 4 minutes went from a bottle job to a paint job as Glasgow turned from green to blue, with Rangers staying at the top of the table. Welcome back, guys, to Fog Football. It's finished at Kilmarnock Park. It finished Killy 1, Rangers 2. A Daniel Armstrong penalty. It was cancelled out by 2 4-minute goals in the second half, with James Tavernier, the captain, saving Rangers as he always does, and then Tom Lawrence. And then Tom Lawrence, just before the hour mark, gave Rangers a 2-1 lead, which they would hold out and keep until the very end of the game. So an important 3 points for Rangers. We'll talk more about the league table at the end of the video, but we need to start where it all began. Bit of a nightmare start for Rangers. Had an okay opening 5 minutes, I believe, but then Kilmarnock started coming into the game. They got a penalty on the 11th minute. I've seen people say this wasn't a penalty. I think it was. Lundstrom comes out and his arm is going towards the ball. There's like a movement. The arm movement goes towards the ball and he's like elbowing it away. I think it would have been harsh here not to give a penalty. So I've no complaints with the penalty. I thought it should have been a penalty. Referee did give it. There was some protest from the Rangers players, but in the end it was given pretty quickly.
It was a penalty every day of the week for me. It does hit him in the arm. And Borna Barisic, we haven't even talked about him yet. What is he doing to give the free kick away that led up to this? It's disgraceful for Borna Barisic. I never wanted to see him in a Rangers shirt again. I actually like the fact that Clement's switching the teams up, bringing in Dessers, bringing in Silva 1 week, bringing in Redfan, bringing in Barisic. But the guy, how many mistakes has he got? There's no contact and he goes down. I don't want any slander on Big John Lunny. I want it all on BB.
Well, Barisic goes down, referee penalises him. I thought it should have been a corner, but referee I think he gave a free kick to Kelly.
For a dive,
and then that's essentially what led to this penalty. And then, yeah, Daniel Armstrong, good finish. Butland, strange technique, standing pretty much in the net as Armstrong was running up to take this. Armstrong puts it in the middle. Butland almost made a save with his foot. And that was it, 1-0 Kilmarnock.
Another Rangers penalty against him. You look at Gotterman against Hibs like a couple of weeks ago. How is that not a penalty? I think that's more of a penalty than this one. VAR, we need consistency, man. And this whole myth for Rangers, is that it gone out the window? That's 2 penalties conceded this season.
Apart from that though, and it's
apart from that, see, apart from the 70 points Rangers have accumulated, they've been shite. Come on, we can't say apart from that anymore. Celtic topped the table in all the penalty charts.
So you're saying 2 penalties that Rangers have conceded in well over 2 years? That's about a fair amount?
Well, that's a bit fair, aye.
And
they're both against Kelly this year. They're looking at the wrong team in blue, red, white and blue, even though Kelly don't have red. But anyway, you know what I mean. But yeah, Rangers did not bounce back after this. It was pretty abysmal. If we're being truthful about it, we can sugarcoat it. We can put a layer of paint on it. At this stage, it was green. It was shitey green. Just like the pitch, which is awful. But I hate using that excuse of, it's a plastic pitch and all that. Clement can say it. Every manager cries about the pitch, right? But it's the same every season. They're paid much more money than the Kelly players. You should be able to go out there and lay the smack down. And also, this isn't like 1980. See, most of these players that are playing here for Rangers, or the players that have brought in, we've all played on plastic pitches. Have you played on a plastic pitch?
Can't say I have. Played on ash.
Ash?
Gravel.
Well, yeah, so you have to adapt, man. If you're getting 40 grand a week, you should have to adapt.
I'd play on a shite pitch. A pitch covered in shite, where you're literally walking and floating on shite for 90 minutes if you're giving me 40 grand a week. But anyway,
Vince McMahon's private pitch.
It could be. That was Rangers 1-0 down at the break. Celtic were 6-0 up at the break. It wasn't looking good for the team in blue. And then 2 goals, like I said, in 4 minutes, turned it around. Tavernier, free kick, decent hit. I mean, it was a pretty good free kick, but Will Dennis, the goalkeeper for Kilmarnock, should have saved this. He got a full hand on it. Then he couldn't parry it round the post. Instead, he parried it into the back of the net. So, yeah, good free kick for Tav, but...
What about the Jack Butland save prior to this, though?
Oh, yeah, well, let's talk...
That saves the game. If Kelly go 2-0 up, it's done.
Yeah, that would have completely changed the game. Kelly with a great chance to go 2-0 up at the beginning of the second half. Butland pulled out a big stop, and, I mean, you could be thanking... I mean, I know Tavernier and Lawrence have scored the goals, but it's very well that Butland is the guy that's actually won this game for Rangers.
I can't accept any Butland slander. See these people, oh, it's a pub league. It doesn't matter, right, if this is Danny Armstrong hitting this or, you know, Kylian Mbappe hitting this shot. The shots are the same. I actually think the goalkeeping position is one of the positions where it shouldn't matter about what league you're in too much. Because you have to save the shots at the end of the day. And I think he has to get in the England team. I'm not saying he should be a nailed-on starter, even though, I mean, it's not like Pickford's the man. But if he can't get into the free, what's he doing?
Well, would Butland have saved Tavernier's free kick?
Yes.
Oh, there you go. Then 4 minutes later, Kilmarnock, the self-harm here, really.
Was it the quick free kick that made them collapse?
Not too sure, but ball into the box, and it's number 3. Forget his name, but he's got a chance to clear it.
Was it Finlay?
He takes a heavy touch. No, it's not Finlay. It's Ndaba. He takes a heavy touch, and instead of just clearing the ball and putting his foot through it, he's tried to control it in the box. Gets, like I said, heavy touch, gets away from him, falls into the path of Tom Lawrence, and it's a good finish for Tom Lawrence, but again, it's Kelly that their own downfall here. Tavernier, free kick, keeper should have saved it. This goal, Ndada should have cleared it. Rangers take advantage of 2 Kelly mistakes. They go 2-1 up, and at this point, it wasn't game over because Kelly always looked like they were in the game. Rangers had some chances, Kelly had some chances. Fanfine and Stewart came on from the bench.
Now that's a strong substitution partnership, man.
What a duo. When you can bring those 2 on, I mean, those 2 would start for the majority of the teams outside of the top 2. So when you can bring those guys on fresh towards the end of the game when you're chasing, what a difference that makes. Kilmarnock did have a couple of opportunities. Butland made a decent save. There was a penalty claim that wasn't given. Didn't see much in it. There was also a penalty claim against Finlay that wasn't given either. And then towards the end, Kelly just started piling on the pressure. Got back-to-back corners. Actually outscored Rangers in corners in this game, 8-6. But they couldn't take advantage. You couldn't find the right man. Couldn't find Fanfine, essentially, in the box, and they had a couple of shots, but never really troubled Butland, and Rangers seen it out for a 2-1 win. Close game, could have went either way, but I think the 2 mistakes for Kelly proved vital in the end. Rangers got the win. Weren't at their best, but that's what champions do. They win games when they're not at their best, and more importantly, they keep the 2-point gap over Celtic, because, I mean, this could have turned out to be a really poor night for Rangers. Had not only they lost tonight, they would have lost the top of the table position, and then Celtic would have been sitting in first with a lot of confidence after smashing Dundee. So I think this was crucial in the title race that Rangers came back, and we could be looking at this game at the end of the season thinking this was the one that decided where the title was going, because had Rangers have lost tonight, then it would have put Celtic back in pole position, and who knows how momentum would have changed going forward. But Rangers got the job done. Tavernier and Lawrence took advantage of the opportunities they were given, and Kilmarnock put in a good showing. We expected it to be close. It was close, but Rangers got the win. That's what champions do. And that's pretty much it. That keeps them top of the table by 2 points. The goal difference, though, has been slashed, unfortunately for them. I feel like they've probably worked hard on building it over the past, maybe couple of weeks, month, and now Celtic just smashed Dundee, and all of a sudden the goal difference is pretty close to, I think it's 1 in it now. So
yeah, 1 in it in Rangers' favour. I guess the Hearts game at the weekend did boost it for Rangers, so it's just been taken back. But if you were offered, here, your goal difference gets absolutely annihilated, but you win the game, Rangers would have took it. And as for Clement, you've got to give him credit. He got it wrong in the first half, but he got it right in the second half. He's not afraid to change it, and he made the substitutions at half time. I think with Beale and Gio, they didn't make the substitutions until like the 65th minute mark. And see, by that point, Rangers are 2-1 up. So if they don't do that, you probably don't get these 2 goals, but it's a crucial win for Rangers, and a lot of people labelled it, if they won this game, they win the league. And I don't think Celtic winning 7-1, if they won 2-0 or 1-0, would have really changed their opinion on that. But this was the game Rangers had to win, and they've went and done it. And I look at the next 4 games for Rangers, and I see 12 points. I think this is what their 9th win in a row, maybe 10 potentially. Great form in here. You can't always play great and get the result, but today, plastic pitch, 3 points, down the road. Leave Borna Barisic at the side here, though.
Alright, Borna Barisic, you're not getting a seat on the bus apparently. That's it, guys. We'll catch you in the next one. Rangers stay top. Good try for Kelly, but no good enough, and their winning run at Rugby Park against Old Firm teams comes to an end. Catch you in the next one. Peace.